What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today we are going to be taking a look at Drive-By's tour exclusive for the OGs. Now, okay, let me rephrase that. To say that this is a tour exclusive is kind of a little bit of a false statement. From what I understand, it will be available on iTunes. I haven't honestly checked to see if it is on iTunes yet. But to get it in a physical form right now, you got to hit up the Juggalo Unity Tour. From what I remember correctly from the post I saw on Faygo Lover, starting on January 12th onward is when you could pick this up. I didn't actually go to the show. The very first stop of the tour was in Indiana. I didn't go to the show, which had I even gone to the show, I wouldn't have been able to skip this up. But thanks to the homie Echo Side Fiend, he was able to pick me up a copy and send it out to me. So huge shout out goes to him as always, man. He's always fucking hooking me up with shit. So part of me feels like my YouTube would be a little bit limited if it wasn't for him. So I think I owe a lot to him. So huge motherfucking shout out to the homie Timmy. Anyway, let's jump right into this. That is the front. Absolutely dope. I think this is probably my favorite album cover out of all of I take that back. Back on the Block is pretty dope. I love how it's dark, but this is definitely my second favorite. I just think it's absolutely dope. Blaze and ABK there as fucking skeletons, man. It's just, that shit's dope. So we'll go ahead and pop open the inside. Not a lot to it. It is like your typical EP or your typical tour exclusive, I should say, on that manner there. There you have Blaze and ABK, the Drive-By logo. All your credits is right here. There you have the CD disc with, or the CD art, which is exactly the same as the front. Pop this off right here. That classic Drive-By with two gunshots. That's kind of typical to a lot of their CDs, you know what I mean? So we'll go ahead and we will flip this over and get into the track list, which is intro.
Man, all these motherfuckers out here acting like they the president of Juggalos and shit. Talk about, I'm more down with you and you ain't shit because you ain't got... Man, fuck that shit.
Fresh on the scene.
So when we pull up, don't be acting like we ain't sweet. The underground's a lot hotter since we bring in the heat. Drop fresh on the scene.
A little crazy.
Get nuts like me. Bad apple off the tree. Drive by east side. Motherfucker, I'm a little crazy.
Black Dickies.
Yup, that's our specialty. We the beast in the streets that you don't want to meet, so kill that jealousy. All black dickies, white t-shirts, ski mask, my ponies on.
In the news again.
Bring the world to their knees, you know what it is. Drive by, bitch, please.
Shit gets real.
Make your family disappear, convict the magician.
No escape from the terror that awaits final judgment.
Drive by,
the Alpha and Omega, no discussion.
ain't no hiding what's up.
And Working Girl.
She can come on, path of destruction. The second eruption, the still is my nuts. Sassy cuts it while I bust it. Hey, working girl, just work it, girl. Come on over.
So, damn. This right here is easily, hands down, my favorite Drive-By album they've put out. There was some tracks on Back on the Block that were like favorites of mine. East Side Hustle off of Run These Streets is one of my absolute favorite Drive-By tracks. I'm with most people. I wasn't a big fan of Pony Down, the prelude. I don't know. I was disappointed with it. So getting into this album right here, front to back, banging production. Blaze's rap style is very reminiscent on this as what we heard on the Casket Maker EP. If you guys remember the Casket Maker EP, the way he rhymes and even some of the way his rhymes sound with the production is very reminiscent to that EP for me. But absolutely have to give it up to ABK, man. There's some of his flows in here. He just fucking, I think he killed it. He stole the fucking show with this. I mean, here lately, ABK has been kind of standing out as like a favorite. I'm going to say underrated because there's a lot of people that are kind of like ABK hasn't done nothing since Medicine Bag, blah, 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 you know? And ABK has been actually killing it. He's been putting out a lot of shit through Native World, which I know a lot of people kind of, I guess, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of manufactured in a way, but I guess supposedly there was people raising a gripe about the fact that this, for a very, very, very short time, had somehow ended up on MNE's website. Their web store, I should say, and you could buy physical copies of this from there. Apparently that was like a 3-hour window where you could do so, because I went to buy it myself from the website and it was gone. I went to the Faygo Lovers Post and they had basically said that it was a misunderstanding or mishap, that this album is not an M&E release, it is an independent release. And as you can see right there, as you can see everywhere on here, there is absolutely nowhere a Ninja, there's nowhere an M&E stamp. So I'm going to actually call this a Native World release, just because the Grundy Entertainment is just kind of like that stamp of Blaze. It was on the Casket Factory, it was on the Casket Maker. I think it might have been on Dead Vulture as well. I don't know. But that's just kind of, I feel like that's just kind of like Blaze's little independent stamp of, oh, this is Grundy Entertainment. So I'm going to classify this as a full-on Native World release, just because Native World is a full functioning record label that is putting out other projects, more than just ABK Drive-By. You know, they're putting out other artists as well, and I feel like I'm highly underestimating that label, because I've been listening to a lot of Straight Jacket, and I feel like I'm sleeping on other artists of Native World, so I definitely need to go check them out. But let's get back to Drive-By. Let's fucking get back to talking about Drive-By. Absolutely love this little EP. The intro is just a quick little skit, you know. Why is everything got to be like, oh, you down? You know, talking about how the state of the Juggalo world is right now, where this person is trying to say they're more down than this person. Man, what happened to just being down because you're a fucking Juggalo? I feel that. I think that's dope shit. I think that's kind of the whole message or purpose behind the Juggalo Unity Tour. You know, the Juggalo Divide. It's all bullshit. It's all drama, but fresh on the scene, nice little start to it. For me, it's getting to the point of being skippable. To me, A Little Crazy is where the album really kicks off and starts going, you know, with the beat and everything. But Black Dickies and In the News Again have to be my standout, with just the way that the beats are and the way, again, how ABK came in and just flowed over the beats. They have to be, I'm going to say a little bit on The Shit Gets Real too. Those are just kind of my standout tracks, where the album's just like, I could just imagine just like fucking putting my hand on the wheel and just driving down the street with this bumping. That would be the shit. So, all in all, I think it's a really dope little EP. It's definitely going to be getting some rotation from me for quite some time. It's been my favorite release that Drive-By has put out. It seems like that's Drive-By's new little release strategy, is just every few years, they go on tour, they put together a little EP, they put it out while they're on tour, and they call that a fucking release. And you know what? If that is the path they continue down, I'm good with it, because it's working so far, you know. I think trying to put out a full EP, or a full LP, I should say, I don't feel like that's the way Drive-By should go. I think they should stick to this EP kind of strategy that they have going for them. I think it's absolutely dope. If you're planning to hit up the Juggalo Unity Tour, or you're not planning to, and you need a little extra incentive, I would say do so and go pick this up while you're out there. I don't know if they will be releasing any of the leftover CDs over on Native World Inc. As of right now, none of the other Drive-By CDs are. I know you can get, I think it's Back on the Block. You can actually get that over on the MNE web store right now. But if you definitely have a chance to pick up For the OGs, I would definitely do so. It is the best Drive-By release to date, in my opinion. So if you guys have listened to it, if you haven't listened to it, let me say that. If you haven't listened to it, I will provide you with a link down in the description. It's actually on YouTube right now, so you can go give it a listen for yourself. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. If you have listened to it, leave your thoughts down below. Tell me what was your favorite tracks. Tell me what you think about the album. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.